What's up, Finstock Nation? Today we're going to go and cover Miami Dolphins training camp day four, which was yesterday, Saturday, July 26th. Again, I apologize for the late video, but I'm going to always keep you guys covered. The Dolphins have made some roster moves. They have signed cornerback Jack Jones, which he's a veteran corner, and they've waived cornerback Ryan Cooper. A player was mic'd up during the Saturday session, and that was Jaylen Phillips. I'm going to go ahead and read to you some notes from Travis Westfall from day four. And then, oh, by the way, guys, every open practice to fans will have a red-orange jersey fan of the day. And let's congratulate the first orange jersey fan of the day yesterday. Big E was the orange jersey fan of the day, and he was introduced by Devon Achane. News and notes of Travis Westfall. As the Dolphins defense enters its second season under defensive coordinator Anthony Weaver, who led the unit to a fourth-ranked finish in the NFL last year, the defense has reaped the benefits of continuity, which with strong performances early in camp. They look tremendous, wide receiver Jaylen Waddle said about the defense. They know where their help's at. They're playing together as one, all three levels. So when your defense is playing like that, they're going to be very tough to move the ball on. That was the case early in practice as the defense forced 2 interceptions and recovered 1 fumble. Safety Minkah Fitzpatrick scooped up the fumble and picked off a pass from quarterback Zach Wilson, a leaping grab over the top wide receiver, Tyreek Black. Fitzpatrick has been as advertised in his return to the team that drafted him in 2018. It's a real good fit based on his skills set, both athletically and what he's able to do with his transitions in the open field. And then elite ball skills. Head coach Mike McDaniel said Wednesday. The defense brought the pressure frequently on Saturday, utilizing a buffet of options up front and in the linebacker corps. Weaver can get deep into the defensive menu. His playbook empowers a talented front with a variety of skills. That constant pressure challenges the opposing offense and helps the defensive backfield to do its job. It makes it a lot easier. Cornerback Storm Drug said, if the front gets there fast, that's less time we have to cover. It's always great to have a great D-line to get the quarterback. Outside linebacker Chubb Robinson continued his run of picking up 1 sack per day. Defensive tackle Benito Jones and outside linebacker Rayson Murphy also got to the quarterback. The offense would not go silent into the weekend. However, practice concluded with 4 explosive plays. Quarterback Tua Tagovailoa found wide receiver Tyreek Hill for a 60-yard touchdown toss before a 30-yard completion to Waddle between big passes was an explosive play from running back Devon Achane. The last 4 runs were Achane found daylight and got to top gear. Achane was the orange jersey after a stellar performance Friday. The third-year back impresses more and more each day, coming off a 2-year start that produced just under 2,500 yards from scrimmage and 23 touchdowns. Aside from the interception, Wilson had his best day as a Dolphin. He threaded tight end windows and zipped the football on time with velocity. One of the better throws of the day belonged to quarterback Quinn Ewers, who found wide receiver Minori Baldwin for a 60-yard strike. Saturday, the Dolphins introduced a new training camp feature, the Orange Jersey Fan of the Day. Just as the team issues an orange jersey to a player who stood out, a deserving fan is selected as the Orange Jersey Fan of the Day at all Dolphin training camp practices open to the public. The winner receives an authentic orange practice jersey signed by that day's orange jersey player an exclusive experience at the Dolphins preseason game against Jacksonville on Saturday, August 23rd. All right, now we're going to start with press conferences. New cornerback Cornell Armstrong meets with the media. B.J. Adams has been injured, and like we said, they also picked up Jack Jones because there was another injury to another cornerback. I can't remember who got injured right now. If I figure out who it is, or if I find out, I'll let you guys know. I'm pretty sure I will. I will let you guys know next video. But let's see what Cornell Armstrong had to say to the media on day 4 of training camp.
What do you think about this compared to the facility in Davie?
Man, it speaks for itself, don't it? Just look around. I mean, I wasn't here for this. Well, I'm here for it now, but like when we started off in Nova, it was small and nothing compared to this. Got all the amenities, everything you need right here in one spot. It's beautiful.
What did you end up doing last year as far as activities during the season? I know obviously you haven't played in a regular season game in a couple of years. What basically has kept you busy?
Man, just my faith in God for real, and knowing that I'll get an opportunity and just stay ready. Every day I went out there, worked out on my own. My girlfriend, well, my fiance now, she was out there with me, and just pushing myself and just keeping the faith in God and just knowing that, hey, that time will come back around, and I just got to embrace it when it do, and it's here, and I'm thankful for it. Really am.
Friends that you had who could play receiver or quarterback while you worked out in your backyard?
It was all me off cues, and just just having that determination and having that focus and that want to just go out there and do it. Because when I came out my rookie year, I didn't have nobody to train me as far as like DB stuff. I did it on my own, and I just know what it takes, man. And I want to go out there. I push myself, and I did it, and I'm here now, and I'm thankful for it.
What city was this? Where you were living and working?
During the off season,
yeah.
Dallas. Yeah.
What do you think of the opportunity here? There's not necessarily an established guy at both boundary and corner positions. What do you think of the opportunity?
Man, I just feel like it's just a great spot to be here, man, and I'm just embracing whatever the team got for me. I'm gonna accept whatever role they got me. When I first came here in 2018, I made a team on special teams, and if whatever I got to do for the team to help make the team and to help the team win, then I'm gonna do it. So I'm not looking at this and that or who's out there and who's not, man. I'm just out there focused about trying to make the team win and make the team look good and just do my job, do my 111. Whatever part of the field I'm on, defense, special teams, just do my 111.
Are there any players still here from 18?
Well, we got Minka back, man, and we got Jason, and it just feel good, especially, to reunite with Minka because we both on the same side of the ball. I texted him when he got traded and just told him, man, I know it feel good to be back. And then here go God bringing me back right here to, to play with him again and just be alongside him.
All right, guys. He says that Armstrong says it feels good to be back. He was just praying that he would be picked up by a team, and he was training by himself with the support of his girlfriend, now his fiance, in Dallas, Texas. So that's basically what he was saying, and he's super happy to be back with Minka and having a shot to play again in the NFL. Next, Benito Jones speaks to the media.
When you're stopping the run, is it better to be mean, better to be fundamentally strong?
Stopping the run, you just got to be a dog, be aggressive, putting your hands on people, and just know, like, you want to be a violent man, you know what I'm saying? Let them know, like, we young. Of course, a couple guys going to be older than us who we play in their 30s. We still in our 20s, so, just let them know, like, man, we some grown men. Just putting our hands on them.
What would be the top 3 choices for a Dolphins defensive line hot dog eating competition? Top 3.
Oh, I'm going to get Kenneth Grant. Probably Matt Dickerson and Patrick Paul. They look like they can swallow some hot dogs for sure.
Are you a hot dog guy or not?
No, not really. I'm not, but I eat one, but I ain't gonna eat that many.
With Brewer having been out, it's sort of a new look up front with the 2 new guards, obviously, and Andrew Meyer in there. With Jonah, have you seen anything yet that's left an impression on you?
Jonah gonna be a great guard. He's still young. Playing against like me and Zach, there's some things he got to watch for. And Brewer trying to like coach him up from a little bit from the back of the line when he come talk to him. But Jonah gonna be a great guy, great athlete in this in this game. And I think when Brewer on the field with him, he can slow him down, tell him what to look for. 3 technique spiking, look at his stance and stuff like that. Jonah don't really know it yet. I mean, he's a rookie, so I believe once he settle in and he see football, play a lot of ball, he'll know what's coming.
And I know it's early. The earlier start time of practice, how has that helped? I mean, I see you're still sweating, but it's
man,
gotta be a little better, huh?
At first I didn't like it. It's hard to crank these. I feel like I'm old now, but it's hard to crank these old bones up. And I started at like 9 o'clock. I'm like, man, back home it's 8 o'clock. So I got like a little adapted to it the first 2-3 days. Now I'm used to it. Like the sun ain't really out on us. I feel like that's amazing. Cool. Keeping us cool while we're going ahead and compete, and I like it.
Are you a go to sleep early guy, or I find it hard to go to sleep early?
Well, it just depends. Me, I have a lot on my mind, so sometimes I go to sleep early, sometimes I don't. So if something bothers me, I'm gonna try to stay up until I figure out the situation I got going on. But most majority of the time, I try to get my rest, try to come out and compete for the next day.
All right, they asked, what does he do to stop the run? Who would he pick to be the 3 top guys eating hot dogs? And what does he think about Jonah Savannah, and how does he think his career will go? That's what he was asked, basically. But you can listen to the entire presser during the video. I'm not going to tell you which 3 he picked for the hot dogs, but he says to stop the run, you just got to be a dog. Now, it's going to be Storm Duck meeting with the media.
Yeah. Honestly, just breathing football. Like everything I do, just like knowing everything's to a standard as far as like studying film. I think that was the main thing, learning how to study film. Like, getting with the older guys and really being around them and, asking like what the X's and O's are. Because, coming from last year, seeing different things like college splits to, like NFL splits and tendencies and stuff like that, it's a lot different. So really just honing in on that and, just watching a lot more film and learning it better.
This opportunity, it's jobs wide open. You're one of the leading candidates for that starting spot. What's the mindset you have to take to this situation?
Yeah, I think consistency. Day in and day out, that's what, the coaches want to see. For people watching the game too, just consistency. Just coming in every week, being reliable, being the guy that's going to do, what he needs to do each week. And being a guy that, the team can trust, the organization can trust, and just doing that. Yes, sir.
Where is this group from a mindset? I mean, you guys are coming pretty much every other day.
Yeah.
How do you stay focused knowing that any day something new can happen or somebody new can be added?
Yeah, I think just staying grounded. We all come in the room have the same mindset just to work. So coming in, not wherever we came from, not really, worrying about that, just knowing, we got a guy in front of us. So that's our competition, that's our challenge, and, we want to win every time. So that's the goal.
Well, it seemed like the pressure was really effective from the front. How do you kind of play off the idea that the pass rush can be so multiple and get to the quarterback in different lanes? How does that help?
Yeah, it makes it a lot easier. As a DB, if the front gets there faster, the less we have to cover. The front doesn't get there, the more we have to cover. So I think it works that way. But it's always good to have a great D line to get to the quarterback, get the ball out quick. You make more plays. But even if they don't, we still got to do our job and cover.
So you already asked, but where do you feel you've made strides this offseason?
Yeah, I think just the game speed. I feel like now it's slowing down a lot more than what it was last year. And I say really just the game speed, just recognizing more formations, tendencies, everything like that. That's what I say.
All right, guys. Now they basically told him or asked him what's different about this year than last year. Why is a better front seven better for the cornerbacks? And what has he done to study? But in my opinion, he gave pretty good answers. He's still young, so he's still got to learn. But we'll see if he gets a shot to start, even though people still want, and I agree, we should get veteran cornerbacks, at least one, and give him a shot maybe on the boundary or maybe somebody else. Now Ashton Davis is going to meet with the media.
As you get more into this defense, what stands out about the Anthony Weaver defense? Are there any kind of, characteristics or anything like that, playing aggressive or playing smart?
Yeah, still getting a full hang of it, but learning where I can take my shots and
just really focusing on communication and making it easier, as a second level or third level player, I guess. I see everything in front of me, so just really getting that communication out fast and allowing the other guys in front of me to get lined up and making their job easier.
Ashton, from being around Minka now for a week, what skills do you think have made him a good player in the league that you've already witnessed as a teammate?
He's a professional. Obviously a veteran guy who's made a lot of plays, and just learning the game within the game from him, how to watch film, how to, and right now we're just game planning against ourselves, but, seeing tendencies and just, picking up whatever I can from his habits and how he studies, how he goes about his business.
Splash plays really from the defense. Offense kind of got you guys back. How would you assess the ebbs and flows in practice?
Shoot. As a defense, learning where we can take our shots and where we can't. And I think we had a good exchange today between offense and defense. They got some of theirs and we got some of ours. So got to go hit the tape and make sure we got the better of them, or we get the better of them in the future.
Actually, the front seven, it seems to me this could be a game-changing, possibly game-winning front seven. What do they do well, and have they allowed the back end to grow a little bit?
Yeah, I think absolutely. We have an amazing front seven, a lot of depth at every position, and so those guys make it a lot easier for us as a secondary when they're two-gapping and, essentially, everyone's playing two gaps. It makes our job a lot easier.
Ashton, this is your first training camp as a member of the Dolphins. What's your thoughts of the fans and impressions compared to what was at New York?
It was great. First time I've had fans out here, and it was awesome to see, people come out and have energy. In terms of what's different, it's a little warmer down here, but it could always be worse. I love it down here so far.
How's your adjustment been to the South Florida weather?
Great. I'm from a California kid and used to the beach vibes. It's a little more humid out here, but I'm getting used to it.
All right, we're going to take it. Go ahead.
Thank you. I appreciate it. My bad.
No, you good?
Ashton, secondary has 2 interceptions today. I know that's been getting turnovers has been a focus since last year. Has that been talked about in meetings or anything like that? We've got to produce turnovers.
Yeah, absolutely. We do turnover drills pretty much every day. If not as a defense, then as a secondary, and so in individual work. But getting the ball is the big emphasis this year, and making sure we get the rock, because that's really all that matters on defense.
Wanted to ask about the new corner that they added, Jack Jones. I know it's very small sample size
Yes.
today, but what have you seen from him so far?
I watched his tape too, so he was out there balling today, and I like what I see, and I'm excited to get to know the player and get to know the dude.
Actually, how, at the risk of sounding stupid, how important is it to you to start this season, or would you be just as happy if you played a good amount of snaps and contributed?
We're all competing, obviously, but my goal is to contribute in whatever way they decide that's best helps the team. So whatever helps the team, I'm down to do. I do want to say I'm super appreciative of Mike, Weave, Duker, and Slow. All those guys done a great job helping me and giving me an opportunity to come down here and just compete for a job.
Alrighty, it was basically asked what was different from here and other teams and the scheme, and he likes it down here. He compared it to California because he's originally from California, and then he's just competing for a job, and he thanked everybody of the staff for letting him compete for a job. In more detail, you're gonna if you watch the video, you're gonna see what he said. Next person, Jaylen Waddle speaks to the media.
First 4 days went so far.
It's been good, man. Got a lot of good work. I think a lot of stuff transitioned from OTA, so we was able to pick up kind of where we left off, which ultimately a good thing. So I think we're in a good spot.
Having the fans out here today, how a little bit different, more energized than the last few practices?
Yeah, definitely. I think we went 4 or 5 days in a row. Got a little break tomorrow, so having the fans brought a little energy going into our first off day. So, yeah, man, that's always fun.
You're still a young guy. Do you start to feel like a veteran now, being in the league these few years now?
Yeah, definitely. With all the young guys coming in, I asked one of them when they graduated, and I was already going into my rookie year. So it's kind of a surreal moment, but blessing.
You defense threw a bunch of pressure to you guys today. I'm just curious to get your assessment of how you guys handled that offensively.
I think we did good. Defense did a good job of disguising, sending blitz, sending where we wasn't able to pick up sometimes. I think we, learned early in camp. Defense looked real good, man. So kudos to them, and we're just gonna try to get better and go from there.
Tyreek, Jaylen, you and Tyreek have been the mainstays the last few years, but your surrounding cast, the number 3 receiver, tight ends have changed. How do you like this year's additions to the offense in the passing game?
Oh yeah, man. Everybody, we get a lot of playmakers. So among the playmakers that we have, it makes it much easier to play on Sundays. Having the defense have to defend not just me and Cheetah, but have weapons in the backfield, and the tight end. So, man, it's gonna be fun.
You seem to be getting a lot more targets than past years. Are you now Tua's favorite receiver?
Say it one more time.
I said you seem to be getting a lot more targets now than in past camps. Are you now Tua's favorite receiver?
I wouldn't say that. I think Tua just playing what he sees. Trying my best to get open throughout the routes. He seen me try to hit me. Like I said, we got a lot of weapons. Not just focus on me. Defense got to defend Reek, Devon, Waller, Juju, Nick. I can keep going on and on. Malik. We got a whole bunch of weapons.
What's it like having another Alabama guy in the block with Mink?
Yeah, man. Mink is very quiet. He's but when he do talk, everybody listens. He got one of them like personalities. When he get on the field, he got that dog, bring that energy. He's been there a couple of days, but it's just like the defense just gravitate to him. It feels like when he's in, make a big play. He made a crazy play today, so everybody got hyped. So man, it's great, man.
We heard some of the defensive guys talk about their comfort level in the second year with Coach Weaver. Is that something you notice as a receiver in terms of just how more connected they are at this portion of camp?
Bro, definitely. That's something that I said in the press in the spring. They look tremendous. They know where their help at. They playing together at 1 or all 3 levels. So when your defense playing like that, they're going to be very tough to move the ball on.
All right, guys, you just heard from Jaylen Waddle. Next presser we're going to hear from is Westbrook. Then I'm going to pop up a great play by the defense, a breakup. And then 2 and 15, we're having fun with the crowd for the first public open practice to the public yesterday on Saturday. I'm going to also pop up a picture of that after Nick Westbrook speaks with the media.
The potential of you in this offense, so we can watch that speed like Tyreek and Jaylen.
Yeah, it's exciting. I mean, there's a lot of speed on the field, great offense, a lot of different schemes and whatnot. So just trying to figure out, what my role is, doing the dirty work and figuring out ways to use that to my advantage.
What have you learned so far about this offense and Mike's system? What have you learned so far about it?
I mean, there's a lot of details to it. And I think when you bring those details to life, that's when you see those big plays happen. Everything's really intentional. Practice is super deliberate. I've been getting coached really well, just so many details to focus on. It's honestly exciting to be coached like that.
Next to the dirty work, what does the dirty work look like in this?
I mean, it's blocking linebackers, blocking safeties, blocking DNs, whatever that looks like. Yeah, I mean, it's stuff I've kind of prided myself my whole career on doing. Looks a bunch of different ways, but yeah, just doing whatever it takes to get the ball downfield, whether I have the ball in my hand or not.
I wanted to ask about the injury. I know you were a little banged up towards the end of minicamp. How you feeling now?
Yeah, feeling good. Definitely bounced back from that. Feeling more confident day by day. Got that strength back.
Obviously, like the prospect of the opportunities that may come in the red zone in this offense for you.
Yeah, it's exciting. I like the end zone. Really liked it last year, and yeah, so I'm excited to see what those opportunities look like, especially once we get red zone rolling here soon.
Defense really threw some pressure to you guys today. How would you assess the offensive ability to handle all that pressure?
Yeah, it was good. I feel like there was some give and take. There was some opportunities there where we had to get the ball out hot, and we executed. There's going to be times when they get us and they get us with a disguise. So I feel like it was a good back and forth battle.
Well, always working with a new quarterback, there's a little bit of an adjustment period. Have you gotten used to where Tua is going to deliver the ball, and sort of his approach in terms of his release and that kind of stuff?
Yeah, starting to get the hang of that. At least understanding it, right? Like the anticipation that he has is crazy. You love it as a receiver and love watching it. So I just got to continue to work at that and get in the right spot at the right time for him.
Is a different spin unique coming off of
I don't really notice it. I mean, I had Michael Penix back in college, so he was a lefty.
All right, guys. As you can tell, the defense is more up to speed than the offense. Guys, let me know. Like I said, I'm gonna pop up pictures of Jaelan Phillips and Chubb hyping up the crowd. I'm also gonna pop up a picture of Big E getting his orange jersey from Devon A-Chain, and which Devon A-Chain was the orange jersey of the day yesterday for the first practice open to the public. Also, I'm going to also pop up a fun picture of the rookies having fun at training camp, where one of them did the Superman punch to one of them playing around. And like always, leave me your thoughts and comments down below. If you watch the whole thing, put the word Finstock or Go Dolphins in the comments when you write a comment. And like always, stay positive, stay on your grind, and Go Dolphins.